I'm Sal.
I'm Beth.
We are the brewery lovers, here to tell you about most of Arizona. Some of Arizona.
Well, mostly Phoenix. Around Phoenix.
What's left of Arizona? Mostly Phoenix. Yes, true. I love this shot, by the way. Beth's sitting on a edge of a cliff in Sedona. Sedona has its own video, so I'll put the link in the doobly-doo. But look at that. Oh, my goodness.
So pretty.
Pretty does not do that place justice. Crazy. It looks like a movie set. We talked about that before. You'll see it. Okay, back to Phoenix. Pretty good brewery. Roses by the Stairs.
Yeah, we liked it.
Really pretty place. And before I forget, what was the name of the Instagram?
A Blink 182 song.
Oh, is that where it comes from?
I don't know, but there's a line. She leaves me roses by the stairs.
There you go. Maybe that's it.
Yep. All the small things.
Before I forget, what was the name of the Instagram couple we met there?
It was 2-4.
Totally random. We ran into this Instagram brewery couple. Will you?
They're from Alaska.
Focus, you. They're from Alaska, doing breweries
all over the
all
United
over the
States.
country in a Jeep. I don't know where they stay.
Yeah, we don't know that. I don't ask that sort of thing.
That was fun.
It was fun to run into.
Like, what are the odds? Well, actually,
the
odds are pretty good.
they're breweries all the time. We're breweries all the time. Eventually, we're going to run into each other.
It's just interesting that happened. So, Roses by the Stairs, back to that. Cool place. Really pretty brewery. Tidy. Colorful. Comfortable. Really everything you want in a brewery. And also the beer was really good.
And I think you're coming up to it. They had an there it is. Sauter. Her beer is for all. We love M.
We're huge fans of Sauter. Yeah, I'll put that link in the doobly-doo as well.
Her artwork is just so much fun.
If you don't know M, you don't know M's work. You should if you're into craft beer.
Yeah.
Because it's not only whimsical and fun and entertaining, but it's very educational. Nice beers, a little bit of everything. What do we like over there?
We had a Saison that we loved. There was a Breakers West Coast IPA that was probably my favorite. And a Runway in Chicago Hazy IPA. And Gratitude Like a Cloak Dunkelweizen.
Dunkelweizen, that was the dark one.
And then, of course, I have to try something called Mortar and Pestle. It was a golden milk stout. It had honey, toast, cinnamon, and vanilla.
Did you like it?
I did.
Not my daily driver, but...
No, but it was yummy.
Yeah, beers were really well made. That's definitely a Phoenix destination you should put on your list. This is the Painted Desert, right? Which is adjacent to Petrified Forest.
Okay.
Am I right?
I don't know. It says Petrified Forest National Park.
But this is the Painted Desert Park.
Okay.
Yeah, but look at that. My God. It's just, you see this stuff in movies and TV, and it's like, wow. And then you go and you see it for real. It's like, wow.
It's breathtaking.
It really is. You just can't get your head around it. It's so beautiful and so big. Beth is a little freaked out here.
Well, I don't like heights, and it was really windy.
It was very windy.
There was no reason why the wind could not just blow me off this pathway here.
This is inside Petrified Forest. Not a whole lot of logs in this part of the park, but boy, was the landscape incredible. It looked like Mars. Really fun to hike around here. A little chilly, but what a beautiful, stark, and dramatic place. Petrified Forest kind of blew my mind. Like, I didn't know what to expect, but boy, it was just... Put that on your list.
Really cool.
This is the Shop, also in Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's called, the Shop. I don't know why.
That's what it's called.
Yeah. We kind of stumbled on this one. It was on our radar, but we weren't really planning to go there. Then we ended up driving right by it.
Yeah.
And
it was right near the Papago Park, I think.
There was a spot to park. So, really pretty place. Again, the beer was right down the middle. Just right down the middle. Absolutely superb. Bartenders were really good. Very gregarious and knowledgeable. Here's the ubiquitous sticker wall. Did we put a sticker on that?
I think we did. Either on the wall or on the ceiling.
And the ceiling. Yeah, there were so many stickers.
All kinds of stuff on the ceiling, too.
Yeah, it was fun. You don't usually see stickers on the ceiling. So, all right, typical flight.
We had a
What did we
Berliner
like?
Weiss there. It was called Was ist das?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was a Berliner Weiss.
Yeah, you
It
don't
was
see
good.
that in a lot of micros, and that's one of the ones that if you see it, you should try it, because if that's good, chances are they know what they're doing, and the rest of the beers are going to be good.
Yep.
It's kind of like saison.
And we had church music from
Yeah,
them,
yeah, that was
which we found repeatedly
Yeah,
when we
we
were
found
out
that
in other
out
places.
and about. Yeah,
so we
that's-
had that in other places
We had that
as
in
well.
other places. Yeah, yeah. This is the hole in the rock at Papago. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Papago Park.
Yeah, also in Phoenix.
In Phoenix.
Um,
So there's all these sandstone, like
Formations,
structures,
yeah.
formations.
This was all underwater millions of years ago. So you get these really wacky formations that were carved by advancing and retreating seawater, including this thing, which is quite a tourist destination.
Yeah, everybody likes to climb into that hole.
I'm sure it was a weekend, so it was pretty
It
crowded.
was a weekend.
Yeah. But it's a really easy little climb. There's nothing to it, and you get up and you're basically sitting in a cave with a bunch of people. It's kind of fun.
Yep. The Phoenix Botanical Gardens was in that same park.
Yes, that's right.
Which you don't have any pictures of.
Well, no, we did. We went. A lot of cactus. Like, yeah, you guys have seen enough video of cactus. You didn't need to see any more.
But it was pretty.
It was beautiful. Yeah, really nice experience. This is Arizona Wilderness. This was also, again, the beer was excellent.
Yeah,
We found
it was outstanding.
some really good breweries in Phoenix.
We did.
I think DTPHX means downtown Phoenix. Is that what that means? On the logo.
Yeah, that would be a good guess.
Big patio. His little fireplace is going. Bartenders were great. They really knew the product. There's a kilt guy.
Yep.
He was like, I don't know, bouncer, host. What would you call him? He was the guy.
He was a chatter.
Standing by the door, and he was very chatty, and he was wearing a kilt. So, naturally we struck up a conversation. And, yeah, really, really solid beers. What did we like?
So we had Earth Day Hazy IPA, which we really liked. And they had a rock beer called Dead Out that we really liked.
Another one. It's kind of a litmus test for the brewers. Rock beer is easy to make badly. it's more hard to make well. Yeah.
And true to
The
style.
smoke should be just subtle. Rock beer is made with smoked malt, and it's really easy to overdo the malt and have the beer taste like a strip of bacon, which is good. There's nothing wrong with
yeah,
that.
if you like that, it's
Yeah.
just not.
But yeah, it's another one that's, if you see rock beer on the menu, try it, because you'll get a good idea of whether or not the brewers are good at what they're doing.
And we had a Shores, and we had a mixed culture Saison.
What was it called? Region Sauvage d'Arizona. A little French thing happening.
Yeah.
There. But yeah, some interesting stuff. You don't see Schwarzbier a lot, which is the German black lager, and you hardly ever see rock beer. So pretty ambitious portfolio.
Yeah, it was fun.
And the beers were absolutely good, and the place was hopping. Boy, there were so many people on that patio. It was really, really a
Busy patio.
fun place to hang out. Okay, this is interesting. Not Phoenix, but close. This is Quartzite. And I am getting a drone lesson from a YouTube star. Wait, aren't we
YouTube rock star.
Aren't we YouTube stars?
No, we are not.
we're not. Yeah.
Everybody who subscribes to us now has to get 3 friends to subscribe, and then
That's
we'll
okay.
be marginal.
That's how the game is played. This is Tanya from Let's Turn It Up World. Their channel is Las Vegas centric, but they also do a lot
And Echo.
Yeah,
They kind of have 2 channels.
they were full time in an Echo until recently. Unfortunately, they had an accident.
They're
and
temporarily out of their
temporarily
Echo.
out of their Echo until it gets repaired. Fortunately, neither one of them were injured, and the cats also were fine. But long before that, I got a drone lesson from Tanya, who's quite an accomplished drone pilot. So that was really, really quite fun. I didn't expect that. And you can see all the echoes in Quartzite. We were there for an Echo rally, which was also really fun, because you get to trade stories and compare notes with all the other
Learn
Echo
from
people.
each other.
Anyway, got my drone lesson. Still don't know how to fly a drone. I need 2 things to practice a drone. I need time, and I need a day with no wind. And I'll have one, but not the other.
That's the way life is.
The wind's been blowing a gale just pretty much the whole time we've been out. This place we really love. This is in Mesa, which is kind of a Phoenix suburb. Beer Research Institute.
Yes.
Cute name for a brewery. Crazy busy. A lot of food being served. This is obviously a popular restaurant, but the beer was really solid, I thought.
Yep.
In fact,
it was awesome.
Seal of approval. We went back to this place, so that's kind of
We went there more than once.
That's how you know the place has really got its act together. If the brewery lovers not only visit but visit more than once.
So we had a dark mild called Counterintuitive that was really wonderful, and a Baltic Porter that was wonderful. A Marzen.
That name is hysterical. Unnecessary umlauts.
And it had umlauts over every
like
vowel.
Almost every letter.
Every single vowel had a.
That's the 2 dots over the vowel in a German word. That was awesome.
And then Urban Art New England IPA, and that one we like so much we got a growler.
Got a growler. There's another brewery lover's seal of approval. If they get a growler, you know the place has its act together. Definitely put that one on your list. Awesome spot. This was really, really quite interesting. We needed a place to stay, and I don't even know how we found this place. Through Harvest Hosts, I guess, or one of them. But it's a campground called Snowbird West in the middle of nowhere.
Nowhere. The driveway was only 2 miles.
Yeah, get off the interstate.
But it was a long 2 miles because we had to take it really slow.
Get off the interstate, and the ramp just stops, and it turns into a dirt road. And we're like, is this it? It's like, well, that's what it says. The GPS, you have to trust the GPS. And you go down this long dirt road and go and go and go. And we're on the phone with the guy. He's like, yeah, I'm waiting for you. I'll meet you out front. And Jerry Garcia shows up in his little 4x4. The guy, he looked exactly like Jerry. And he took us to a spot, and we really needed water. It's like, the water? Yeah, the water's on. It's
for
on,
another 10 minutes.
It's on, 2 hours a day or something?
Yeah, it's not on for long. We were really cutting close to get that window.
But this is one of those days that I felt like I had gone inside the pages of National Geographic magazine. I really did. It was such a cool spot. But no electricity. Everybody has to have their own little solar setup. The water only runs a couple of hours a day. And it was just this amazing spot. I would go back there. These dogs were like the mascots.
They didn't even belong at the campground. Yeah. They belonged at a ranch nearby, they came over for attention.
They used to come.
The campers.
They hung out at the campground. They probably got snacks. It's probably the reason they hung out there.
And love.
And they were really sweet. Yeah. Those dogs. They really were.
They hung out with us, made sure we knew what we were doing.
But it doesn't look like much, but it was such a fun spot. That's the bathroom building.
Yes.
Where we saw our first and only scorpion of the whole.
We did.
And he was tiny, little, like maybe a half an inch long.
Yep, not big at all.
And I thought, it's just a baby. He's not going to bother us. Then later I was doing the research, and it's like, avoid the small ones. They're the ones that really hurt.
They're the most aggressive.
But, we didn't bother him. He was at the bottom of we found him at the bottom of a water bucket or something. So we did see a scorpion.
We didn't bother him. He didn't bother us.
Yeah, he didn't bother us. Wren House, wow. Again, a brewery that we frequented more than once.
Yep, we went back a second time.
Gives you an idea how good the beer was. They were brewing the first time we went.
And it wasn't even easy to park.
Yeah, true. We tried to get into the brewery, but the brewers were, I don't know. They
didn't want company.
They didn't want company. I have a feeling it's a pretty small brewery. But what a superbly clean and tidy and bright place. Look at this place.
That was pretty.
And I mean, a lot of stuff on tap, and again, the beer was just right down the middle. It really was. What did we like there?
We had Prasna Brana, a Czech lager, and Spellbinder Hazy IPA with Cohia Nelson. And that was a Great American Beer Fest Gold winner.
No, there you go.
Renovation, spelled Wren, W-R-E-N.
Yeah, nice.
West Coast IPA, and Roofbox Barley Wine, which was 11.4%.
That was
and it had a 12-hour boil.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
That's serious. Yeah, that's commitment. That barley wine was really good.
Yeah.
Another beer you don't see often in a micro, except at Giant Jones in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Place is almost all barley wine. That's another story. Actually, it's another video. All right. Again,
Oh, did you want to open a beer?
that's a great idea. We have beer.
We have beer. But
Look at that. That's a pretty label, isn't it? What are we drinking?
we don't know. One of the joys of working in a brewery is that because every can gets weighed as it comes off the canning line to make sure that, you know, you're not cheating the customer. Sometimes they're not perfect and they're not available for sale, which means they get thrown in the cooler and staff can take it.
They're called shorts.
They're called shorts because they're short.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they're labeled with actual labels. Sometimes somebody puts them in a tray and says this is whatever beer. Sometimes they're just like this.
Sometimes it's mystery beer.
Yeah, so it's mystery beer.
It's pale.
Are you ready for it? And it's hazy. So
I have a couple of theories already.
yeah, I do too.
See, we know the brewery, we know all their beers. It makes it a little bit easier
It
to
does.
identify.
It's not like going into. We've been to places that like you can buy a beer in a brown bag and you get to guess what it is.
Well, that would be if you didn't pour it out of the can,
Yeah,
but you did.
but this was fun.
So, cheers.
Cheers. Water guns.
Water guns.
Okay.
It was either water guns or Wander, based on the color.
So I have a can
And
that actually has a label, I believe.
you know it's not Wander because you don't get any spruce and you don't get any granola. Wander is a hazy IPA made with granola and spruce tips, which the brewers actually forage on their own.
So this is
So
what we're
I don't know why I'm
actually
not
drinking.
focusing today. Why won't you focus? Come on, you can do it.
There you go.
Water Guns and Rainbows.
Yep, that's what
Ludlam
we're drinking.
Island's flagship New England IPA. Absolutely superb right down the middle. Thank
Yep.
you, Joey and Brian and Holden, for making such amazing beer.
Yep.
Well, that was pretty easy.
Yeah, that was kind
Like
of
if it was coming out stout, it would have been trickier.
Yeah.
Also in Phoenix, Beth loves to volunteer for stuff, and we stayed at
That's how you get experience.
and it's not only that, but it's a great way to meet local people. We were at a harvest host. Well, it was really a Boondockers,
Boondockers welcome.
a little tiny farm like this big.
Like an acre.
Yeah, and it was Martin Luther King Day,
Yes. So it was a National Day of Service. So I was like, we got to volunteer somewhere.
and you had. So what did the?
Well, I asked the local people, like, did they know any...
Because we actually looked. We tried.
I tried to
stuff
find it on the
online.
internet, and I couldn't really find anything.
However-
And they said, yes, we have volunteered at Andre's House of Hospitality, which is
Soup kitchen.
soup kitchen in downtown Phoenix, surrounded by people who are homeless.
A large population of homeless.
Yeah. I mean, it's great weather, so it draws people because of the weather in the
they
winter. It's not so great in the summer.
They
but
do 600 dinners.
We served
5 days a week?
550 dinners that night.
5 days a week, every day but Sunday. It's pretty impressive. And talk about a well-oiled machine.
It was we just walked in and
Yeah,
were
you
told
know,
what to do and jumped into our stations.
We did,
and
menial. Beth was peeling carrots. I was, dumping soup from one pot to another. But what a great experience. And, it's sad when you see such a huge population of homeless. But even the homeless people we encountered were pretty nice.
Pretty nice,
They
yep.
were, they just don't have houses,
Yeah.
They're just regular people.
They're regular people that just have a challenging life right now.
Hopefully
Hopefully it doesn't last.
It was fun, and doing that kind of thing makes you count your blessings.
It really does.
Back to Mesa, this has a video of its own, so you can watch the whole thing.
Another
Again,
volunteer
the
opportunity here.
Phoenix Scottish Games, big Scottish Games. This is probably one of the bigger ones. And in true Scottish style, Beth figured out she volunteered. We
If you
wouldn't have to.
volunteer, then you don't have to pay to get
You
in.
don't have to pay to get it.
So I volunteered.
And boy, was that fun. Lots of, here's the,
Caber toss.
Men and women participating.
Yeah.
Here's Beth driving her little golf cart.
I got to drive a golf cart.
Never drove a golf cart before. The guy
Not
just threw
really.
her the keys.
That's Mary Queen of Scots.
Mary Queen of Scots.
Yeah,
twirling.
spinning.
Here's Sal. in his
Sal
kilt.
spinning.
Sal finally got his kilt.
Got him a kilt.
That's a story. But what a fun experience.
Yeah, there was music and dancing and pipes and accidents.
So, not a great picture, but this is the truck that attempted to drive up our little stairs in the RV. Were we making coffee?
You weren't up yet.
I was in bed.
I was
You were
making
getting ready
coffee.
to make coffee. And the
And
whole RV just boom,
tipped over
almost
a little
knocked
bit.
Beth off her feet. What was that? I'm like, I don't know. I guess somebody hit us. It's not awake.
Yeah.
Sure enough, this lady driving this ginormous pickup truck with these ginormous tires. My fault. I left the stairs down. I didn't think it was gonna. It got really crowded because we had the whole parking lot to ourselves as volunteers for the first couple days.
And our steps were on our side
They
of
were,
the line.
yeah, and she saw them. She wasn't
She
being
thought she could
careless.
clear them.
She just, yeah, she
There
just misjudged.
Yeah, and she was in a hurry. Her son was competing. He was beautiful in
And-
his kilt and braids, and
Yeah,
he needed to get there.
He needed to go. Completely freaked out. She was so embarrassed and apologetic, and I got my little jack and tools out, and I started messing with the steps because
Pretty much fixed it.
They got pretty wonky. She hit them pretty hard.
Now they're just a little one.
Yeah,
But they're
But they
functional.
work. And she's like, I'm giving you money. I'm like, no, you're not giving us. Yeah, I'm giving you money. No, you don't have to give. So anyway, it's an argument. So she gave.
She
us
tossed money into the
And
RV
I
and
got
ran away.
I got a kilt.
And we bought a kilt.
A Sicilian wearing a kilt. There will be a disturbance in the force. But it's fun. Beth got a pickleball
Yep.
lesson.
I got a pickleball lesson.
Totally random. Huge pickleball complex at
Yeah, there was
Mesa.
like 24 courts.
This is Gilbert Park in Mesa,
Yeah.
Arizona. That's all
And
you hear.
I was just watching, and this
Well, you can
gentleman,
hear it from a distance.
Yeah.
You know it's pickleball.
So I went over to watch because I'd never seen it played before, and this gentleman offered to give me a lesson.
Yeah, he was great.
I played tennis in high school and college, so I kind of understand the game, but I don't understand this game. But it's still fun, I'm sure.
Now we're officially old people.
Well, you're not. You didn't play.
Sure, I didn't play. Does that mean I'm not old yet?
Apparently. I'm old. I played pickleball.
Back to the Scottish games. They had one brewery, which was a local brewery. We did not make it to the actual brewery. But
Well,
we
no,
had,
I don't even think they were open that weekend because they were at the festival.
Oh, yeah,
They had
maybe.
all their staff at the festival.
beer was really good.
was
Scottish ale,
great.
obviously.
Well, that was Ian Cameron. He's
Yeah.
a 9th generation brewer.
You'll see Ian here in a
He
minute.
started when he was 10 making root beer. And then as he became a teenager, they taught him how to...
Here's Ian.
There's Ian telling me about the beer.
Beer was really good.
It was awesome.
Yeah, we availed ourselves of that beer quite often during the Scottish games.
Yep.
One of the bonuses. Also got free pizza.
Oh, yeah. Volunteers got free pizza.
Those of you who know me know I will pretty much do anything for pizza. And when it's free, oh my God, even better. That's pretty much it. Anything
Yep.
else?
What park is
Well,
that?
this is Saguaro National
Saguaro.
Park. Yeah.
We saw a lot of
I
saguaros.
figured, we'd ride off into the sunset for the end of the video.
There's the sunset.
Anyway, the rest of our Arizona experience, a lot of other videos, you can check them out when you have a
Because we
minute.
spent a lot of time in Arizona.
Spent a lot of time in
Because
Arizona.
the weather was really
It
nice
was
there in January
one
and
of
February.
those places that was nice in the winter. But that's it.
All right.
Good?
Cheers. Mystery
Cheers.
beer.
Mystery beer. We know what it is.
Yeah, we know what it is.